Okay, so what kind of rules would affect the use of information for our enterprise?
Well, the Data Protection Act that was created in 1998 says that personal information should be handled properly. This act also gives individuals the right to know what information is held about them, so that they can email, say for example, the NHS and ask what information is under their name. The Act also works in two ways, so that anyone who processes personal information must register with the DPA register and comply with the 8 principles. These 8 principles are that personal information is fairly and lawfully processed, and then the information must also be processed for limited purposes. This personal information must be adequate, relevant, and not excessive. It also must be accurate and up to date. It should not be kept for longer than is necessary, and then it must be processed in line with your rights. It must also be secure and not be transferred to other countries without adequate protection. The Freedom of Information Act deals with access to official information. So people from this act have the right to ask for information from any public authority. The Computer Misuse Act that was created in 1990 says that the unauthorized access to any computer program or data is an offence. Another offence is the unauthorized access to it with intent to commit a serious crime. The last offence is the unauthorized modification of computer contents. So this is like impairing the operation of a computer or a program. It also includes preventing access to any program or data. So if I apply this to our online shop, then only the IT department is able to modify any computer contents that management wants them to. So, are there any ethical issues that we must keep for our enterprise?
Well, I definitely do think there are quite a few ethical issues. One of the ethical issues is the use of email. We definitely, as a company, we have to make sure that none of our customers are being harassed or threatened or even being spammed because through our computing system. And we also have to make sure that they are able to just shop online on our website freely. And another ethical issue is the use of internet. We have to make sure that all of our employees are not on inappropriate sites, because if they are, that's not the company's rules and it can be very bad for the company. So some of the websites that they are not allowed to visit are pornography and gambling sites. They also have to make sure that whistleblowing is also another ethical issue, because if someone in the company is doing something wrong, then you have to make sure that the company has nothing that they could steal or even take that's bad. So we have to make sure that whistleblowing is not going to be that much of an issue. So what can we do? Oh wait. So operational issues. What can we face while we are? What can we face in our business when we are maintain this?
Well, an operational issue could be security of information. This is where the IT department is responsible for. This means that any information that is taken from customers, such as the email or bank details, that it has to be kept safe from unauthorized access or unexpected access. It would be the management's responsibility to specify who can look at and update the information. In more complex organizations, they have more complex rules. This can be so that any very important information is not tampered with. They may also require a log of who has made updates or accessed the information. Another operational issue could be health and safety. Although information systems are relatively low risk, there are a few health and safety issues that have to be addressed, such as in an office where our headquarters would be, many employees would be working at a computer. The computers must have appropriate screens and monitors that do not harm the eyes. So if any one of the employees are harmed, they are able to take eye tests so that they can keep their eye health up to a good standard. They should also be able to take breaks away from the computer. So any lunch breaks, or if they're feeling ill, they can take a break and rest for a few minutes. What organizational policies do we have to keep for our company?
Well, I definitely think that cost is a major one, because I feel like most of our money should be invested in the IT department, because that's where we can get our latest updates. And if we have the latest updates in our company, then we can make sure all the hackers are kept away. And policies, there are loads of policies in our companies, and we have to make sure that the employers abide by the rules. And one of the rules is that all of the customers' information are kept confidential, and it is important that our information is also kept confidential, because if other companies know about our information, then it could be used against us. So what can we do if our business is failing?
Well, if our business was affected by, say for example, a break in the warehouse, we have to create a business continuance plan, or this is known as a BCP. This is a plan on how operations can continue if any part of our business should fail. For example, the IT department should set up a dual network, which is where alternate terminals are connected to each network, so that if there is one failure of a network, then half of the terminals will continue to work. So this would affect our warehouse, as we would keep our stocks online, and if any part of the IT department fails, then we would always have a backup plan.
That's great.